All right, folks, let's get started today. Today is day 166 of Gravy development. Thank you for being here on time for the stand-up. We're on the tail end. We're on the tail end of this thing, and I'm really excited. Let's should we just get straight to the stand-up? We'll talk about what we're gonna do. I think so. Stand-up time. Here we go. Yeah. Folks, if you've never been to our stand-up, welcome to our stand-up room. This is a time for us to talk about what we did yesterday, what we plan on doing today, and if we are currently blocked by anything. And right here, these are all the members of our stand-up, or members of the Pixologic dev team. As you see, we're a beautiful bunch. All you got to do is spend 6,000 pixels to get yourself plastered here in the stand-up room forever. And by the way, we are looking for a new stand-up room. So if you do come across one, please let me know. Money isn't an issue. Just let me know. Stand-up Saturday could just be a live podcast. Yeah. That's actually kind of a pretty clever idea. Rushki will be my first guest talking about Flutter. Let's just get down to the core of why you love Flutter so much. That's what we'll need to do. But folks, yes, again, this is time for you to tell me what you're working on, what you're doing today and what you did yesterday, and if you're blocked by anything. I'm gonna go ahead and kick us off. It doesn't have to be software related as well, by the way. It can be anything related. So let's get started. So what did we do yesterday? So yesterday we finished up the logic for all scenarios of adding a playlist after Apple Music authentication. So we got to the scenario where you authenticate with Apple Music once, and then every playlist you create after that is automatically created in our Apple Music account, which is awesome. I'm really excited about that. And essentially this fix included a bunch of different things, but the main one was we did a lot of updates to our Redux state, and then doing some async storage management to save certain properties so we can actually create this playlist after we authenticate with Apple Music. So pretty cool stuff there for sure. And then what are we gonna work on today? So today we're finally hitting all the last bugs that we have for this authentication flow with Apple Music. A lot of this stuff is, some of it's like kind of big, but not really. We should be able to fix it pretty easily. Some of it's sign-in stuff in regards to like grabbing state properly or searching for users first. Other things are in regards to like, I think there's some like UI stuff on there that we wanted to change. By the way, we're going to go ahead and crush all those bugs today. And then we're going to go ahead and start thinking about what we're going to do next with our feature. So we'll have our playlist set up. We'll probably need to start working on adding like song support for Apple Music. So essentially find a song in Apple Music, add the song, etc., and go through all that flow. So that's what we plan on doing today. I think it should be good. It's going to be a good time. Note it down. I'm going to note it down. You got it. Note it down right now. Blocked by not having the access to the project I'm going to be working on. Well, that sounds like a big issue. Angel Bernard, working on an Oculus rendering today. Oh, nice. So Oculus rendering, are you talking about like Oculus Rift? Like game rendering? What are we talking about here? See, stand up Saturdays. Boom. This is the thing, right? Is this like, I don't know, are podcasts the way that everyone goes? Like everyone has a podcast, right? What do I talk about? Hello? I like the name a lot. I don't know if I'm podcast material, but we'll see. Maybe one day. But folks, thanks for joining Stand Up on time today. Let's go ahead and get started with the main event. Let's get it done. Folks, and if you actually see over there in the top left, we have our Tiltify donation ticker. We are currently, if you haven't been here yet and seen this, we're currently raising money for the Trevor Project as part of Pride Month this month in June. We're trying to raise $500. We're at $335. Yesterday, there seemed to be some issues with Tiltify and donations. Don't know what. Hopefully today, if you feel up to donating, we'd love to have your support. You can use your money to donate towards Flutter or React Native poll. Which one is better? Currently, Flutter's better, which I don't agree with. You got to get that React Native. Hello. And then you also can donate and get an awesome role in our Discord, Pixel Pride Crew. As well as once we get to $500, we're going to do a karaoke stream with another programming streamer here on Twitch. So make sure if you want to support an awesome cause, to go ahead and donate to this. Twitch is trying to raise, I think, $300,000 or $200,000. Be pretty awesome, but it's to support the LGBTQ community during this month of Pride. So feel free to type in !Pride in chat to get more information on this right here. It's the easiest money, is it? I don't know about that. Love a good podcast. Big fan of Darkest Diaries at the moment. Oh, nice. Oh, Darknet Diaries, sorry. Hey, Dr. Ray, welcome back. Nice to see you. I agree. I think podcasts are great in general. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I guess it's like, it just depends on its content at the end of the day, right? So it depends on what your content is. I don't know. I don't know if I have the podcast content yet, or I don't know. Not sure. As always, if you're using React Native and feeling that's not what you want to make, switch today. Thanks for that, Rushki. Appreciate it, dude. Oh, nice. Nice, Angel. Cool, cool. Sounds dope. Just do my electric desk? Yo, take a picture and send it to me when you're done, Dr. A. All the sponsor money for just talking about random stuff for about an hour. But that's the thing. You have to have an audience and sponsors for that to happen, Kappa. Kappa. That's a feels bad moment. But you're right. That is also true. If you can get to that level, it's a good time. All right, we're gonna go ahead and run our app real quick. Let's see where we left off at. More so, let's see if the app is still working. That's what I love to make sure things are still working before we get started. We're gonna go to Apple Music. Yeah, so we have our two playlists here, and we're gonna start up our iOS app. Maybe I can finally get Taco Bell to sponsor me if I do a podcast. The Taco Bell podcast. The Taco Bell developer podcast. Talk about Taco Bell and developing as we eat Taco Bell. Easy. I can definitely do that. I can definitely do that. TDC, Taco Bell Developer Conference. I love it. I think we need to make this thing happen. Quasi Carry 23 Tinto 17. Wow, what a name. Thank you for the follow though. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you. So we just signed in with our Apple Music account here, and yeah, it looks good so far. If we go over here, we should now be able to have our be able to create a playlist without being asked if we want to authenticate with Apple Music. And so we should say a brand new list. Add it up. Boom. There we go. A brand new list. If we go back over here and refresh, we should now have a brand new list playlist created. And there it is. A brand new list. So everything's working as expected, which is sweet. I'm going to delete these. So that's pretty much the only check I wanted to do because everything else is pretty good. I'm going to delete these from here as well. And yeah, let's go ahead and just start working on the bugs. Let me pull out the list of things here. Nice. Very nice. Taco Bell Tuesday. Oh God. Every day of the week, man. You're right. Maybe we should just theme every day of the week, but behind the scenes, it's just really groovy. We're just really working on Groovy behind the scenes. So here's some of the things that I caught while working through some of this stuff. You can't, I don't know why you can't resize these, but yeah. Oh, right. So this was a weird one. When selecting a user to add to a playlist, looks like it doesn't work properly. So that was actually like this. Yeah, for some reason, the data actually doesn't show up in our pill, which is really weird. That definitely should not be the case here. Yeah, so we need to figure that out. But I think that's something that's... I want to do things that are related to Apple Auth, and then we'll go back and we'll do these other ones that are not related to Apple Auth, for sure. Yeah, so like we had that, and then clicking on a song in dev mode. Apparently the URL doesn't work for some reason. I don't know why. So we'll fix that up too. But the first one that we want to do, let me make this bigger. You can see. When logging in and out of the Apple account, we are not checking to see if the account already exists and requiring person to go through the username initial account setup. So we definitely need to do this. So like when I sign out of the account and then I sign back in, it actually, we don't check to see if the Apple account is already associated with a user in Firebase. And so we automatically just create a new account, which is not what we want to do. Hey, Gento, what's up, dude? Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Dude, it's Christmas every time you're here. I love it. Yeah, we'll start doing this like this. Yeah, let's just get this all sorted out here. Wait, what? Weird. Okay, nice. That was weird. All right. Anyways. So we'll take this one down on the bottom. The first one we're going to work on is when logging in and out of the Apple account. So let's take a look at how our code works here for that. That's going to happen over, to begin with, in app.js, I believe. Yeah. Or no, not even. It's going to happen in the Apple Auth button. So our plan here then is sign in with Apple Action. If Apple Auth is supported, oh, right. We also need to have a fallback. Yes. Fallback method if device isn't iOS 13. So in order to use the Apple sign-in stuff, you actually have to be on iOS 13 or higher, which honestly kind of sucks. But there's probably a lot of changes in regards to how that thing works. So if someone's not on iOS 13, since we are supporting lower versions of iOS, we have to make sure that they are supported, that we have another method for them to go through this. Cool. So yeah, we need to do a fallback. We noted that. Gonna run and do some groceries while I wait for Access Project. All right, Rescue. See you later, dude. Thanks for hanging out, man. Good luck with everything. Okay, cool. So when we call the perform request here, this actually goes through and this actually goes through the Apple UI to go ahead and get things done in regards to signing in. So we don't have to do much here. This will do our whole process. We ask for a login and an email. Zero Xenon, hey, hello there. Welcome in, my friend. How are we doing today? And then once we get a response back, we'll get an email, a nonce, an identity token, and user. At this point, if our identity token is is null, then we're going to throw this error basically saying, hey, like Apple auth sign-in failed. No identity was returned for this person. And then we actually going to go ahead and create a new platform object with this, the user string here. And so right here, before we do any of this stuff, what we're going to want to do is actually check to see if we have a user in Firebase already. So check to see if this user exists already. And then if they do exist, we don't actually push to anything else. We actually can go through the, if user does exist, sign them in, which should trigger this here in our app.js. So our watcher right here on auth state change, once that thing gets triggered, then we'll look for the apple.com provider. And then at that point, we can actually sign in the user based on their user ID. So essentially, we're just going to check to see if they exist. If they do exist, trigger sign in. Else, we're going to go through the sign up flow altogether. Pretty damn good. Feel like I'm on fire at the moment. Smashed out Discord Ice Shoutcast Bridge in 4 hours and it works. Had a few bugs before I made it live. Yo, nice, Xenon. Hell yeah. Congratulations. Claps all around. Yeah, that's the best when you're just working through stuff and then it's just like, boom, all done. Really cool, man. Wait, who are you? Why do I follow you? Oh, me? Yeah, I don't know. Why are you here? It's open source, so people can take it and modify it. Oh, heck yeah. Nice, man. So what does this thing do? It's just a shoutcast like platform for Discord. Sounds interesting. Check to see if this user exists. So I think what we should do is we can probably just call like get user document here. Or not even. We can just kind of... Yeah, I mean, we do have Apple actions here. So we have handle Apple deep link. We have init Apple music flow. And then, yeah, I mean, pretty much we can just do does user exist. And that's pretty much it. Let's do an export const. Export const. Does Apple user exist in Firebase? Kind of a verbose name, but pretty much that's what we're going to want to do. Yeah, nice. And then we'll just call a Firebase function to get this thing working. No, DK, I've been in another state for about 3 weeks now. That's how long you haven't been to the stream. Feels bad, man. So I realized a lot of bots only do music, not radio, so I filled that niche. Music, not radio. Oh, you're talking about in Discord. I see. Nice. That's pretty cool. That's really exciting. Yeah, that is pretty awesome. So you can like set it up in a channel that just plays music. Dessa, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to Firebase real quick, or Firestore. And in Firestore, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna create a new user action. And this user action, I guess we can pretty much just use get user document. The only problem that I don't like about this is that, yeah, it does all this. We don't really need to do this currently. We just need to check to see if the person exists in the database, because if they do, then we can just sign them in, and that's it. Yeah, so I think what we're gonna actually do is we're gonna create a new one here, and we're just gonna call this export const does user document exist. And it's going to be a modified version of get user document. So UID. Yep. To be fair, I haven't watched any Twitch stream in 3 weeks. Okay. Makes me feel better. No, yeah, we're I've been in Utah for the past 3 weeks, and I'll be driving back to Washington this Saturday. Yep. I'm gonna delete this, and then this function just checks to see if the user document does exist, meaning an account for this person has already been created, right? Something like that. Awesome. So pretty much all we have to do is we're going to grab the beginning of this here and pretty much do this. The only thing that we're not going to do is we get an instance of our Firestore database, and then we go to our collection, our users collection. We look for the UID here. And I think this does return. This should return our snap, right? Returns a document reference. So you get a document reference for the document within the collection at the specified path. If no path is specified, an automatically generated new can be used for the return document reference. What? Oh, that's using set. I see. I think isn't there like a... Maybe I'm wrong, but I guess it could just be doc UID and then... What does get do? Yeah, get will actually reads the document referred to by this document reference. So maybe we do want to do get here. Document snapshot. Ice Cold Witch, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Thanks for being a part of the team. Do you have a place where one can share a repo? Yeah, we actually have a Discord where we have a whole showcase project section. So feel free to join that and get right in there. And yeah, would love to check it out. I'm sure other people would as well. I'm trying to see the previews videos. It's going to take one more time than get update with One Piece. Preview videos? What preview videos are you talking about? I think we should just be good here. Yeah, and I feel as though at this point we can say return db user snap. If it's a thing, just return true. Also just return false. Or let me actually look at the Firebase docs real quick. Maybe there's actually a proper way to check. Let's build a mobile app day. Oh, so, if you're trying to see, like older videos of let's build a mobile app, they're actually all on YouTube, or most of them are, and they're just literally just the raw streams that have been uploaded there. So feel free to go check it out there if you're interested. I've been able to post them much more often now because now that I'm not using music that that gets copywritten, it's really easy. It's much easier. Cool, Xenon. Oh, cool. Sounds good, man. Cordova. More so check for document in Firestore. I've heard some good stuff about Cordova. Never used it though. Yeah. Oh, I see. So they get the doc, because I'm pretty sure this just creates the actual path, right? And then they do .get, and then if there's a snapshot, then we can go ahead and say this thing exists. Okay. So I think, yeah, it's something along these lines. Actually, we can do this. We do .get at that point, and then we say db user snap dot exists, and then this is just a property. Okay, cool. And then so yeah, if the data exists, this is what we're going to return. That's it. So now we can do does user document exist, call that thing in our Apple actions here. So let's just import that. So Groovy Firestore, user actions, does document exist? I guess really all this thing does is call this one function. I think that's okay though. We need to pass in a UID here. Best description is Electron for mobile. Electron for mobile. Yeah, interesting. There's definitely a lot of different platforms out there that can do probably something similar. Yeah, we're using React Native to build this. Yeah, React Native is pretty great. Hey, Morgan, have you tried Next.js? I have not, but I've heard of a lot of really good things about it. This project is being built with React Native, and then we're using Firebase / Golang as the backend stuff here. Okay, cool. So we're gonna now be able to do does document exist, and we're just gonna import this thing, does Apple user exist in Firebase. And that's Apple actions. Oh, because I deleted these? Yeah. Excuse me. So we actually have to bring this back in here. So we're going to import. I think we can just do this here. Actions, yeah. Does it not like this thing? Oh, it's this down here. And then for here, we do an await, and we need to actually create our URL or our ID. So we're gonna call this the UID. This thing is just gonna be a combination of our platform and then our user, and that is it. So we take this, throw that in there, boom, and then we'll do our check right here. You're using Firebase DB calls directly from the client? Hey, Franz. Yep. Yeah, I am. For this one, I am. There are some that I call Firebase functions, but there are some like this where I just actually call Firebase DB directly from client. So again, for this, we sign in with our Apple credentials. And once we get that information back, the user This is how we generate our Firebase document for the user. We append it with the platform name and then give it a user ID. We're going to do, does Apple user exist in Firebase? That action is over here, which actually will call this thing. And then does user document exist is actually a user action that we get right over here. That essentially goes right into Firestore, gets the document, and checks if that thing does exist. And that should, I think that should do the trick for us. Now we can do if does document exist. We do this, else we're going to do this. Yeah, so we're going to take all this. This is, again, going through our process of actually creating our social platform and things like that. And init Apple Music Flow, are we even using that anymore? I don't think we're using it in here. Oh crap, I don't think we're using it at all anymore. Yeah, we don't need that. I think we can actually just use... We have to do a sign in here is essentially what's going on. So let me check. I think in our create document and sign in, this would actually be what we need, but we don't want to create the document. We just want to sign in. Yeah, thanks for posting that, Rushki. Yeah, right there, Xenon. That's what we're working on. Collaborative music playlist. We're just getting through our Apple Music authentication. We're pretty close to being done. So genius but powered by people. In a sense, it's more of a way for you and your friends to collaborate on music together, no matter what streaming provider you have. So if I have Apple Music and you have like Spotify or something, yeah, it provides a way for us to still share music, talk about the music within the app, and not worry about like, oh, I don't have your provider, I can't use this thing or whatever. Or I have to like search for this song myself. Create, yeah, so let's find this thing. Did I delete this? No, I think shared actions, yeah, that's what it was. So for this I had create social platform, and then what did I do for sign in? I just literally did sign in with credential. So I think this is actually literally all I need to do. Because we already have our Apple credential up there. So we just skip the entire other process, and then when we sign in, it actually goes and pulls our document from Firebase, and we should be good to go. Yeah, I think that should be it. How do you determine which DB calls should be put in Firebase functions and which in the client? Yeah, so usually what I do there is, and this can change. This can change based on like what you're trying to do, right? But for me, I don't know if this is going to go on another client. So making these calls directly from the client is actually a much easier way than having to call them from a Firebase function. The times that you have to call things from Firebase functions is when you don't have like proper authentication to make calls based on Firebase rules, right? So for example, usually like when you want to create a Firebase account, calling that from the client, you usually should call a separate Firebase function, or give yourself the proper rules to create an account for like in that collection. So yeah, anything that requires like authentication that you don't have off the bat is usually when I put into a Firebase call, Firebase function. Hope that makes sense. A bit like Bloom. Yeah, actually, I have never heard of Bloom before, Xenon. Yeah, YouTube Music's going to be added as well. Yeah. And Franz, like to also speak to that, I have to do a bunch of Firebase rule work after this. It's one thing that I actually I removed for the dev environment because we were running into so many issues. So I thought I'd implement the feature, see where we need to actually start adding Firebase rules, and then hopefully that stuff should work. That there might be possibility some of this may change a little bit, but hopefully not. I don't think we necessarily need to wait here. We can just, I mean, I guess we should keep it just in case, but yeah, at this point we should be good. So pretty much what we do is, again, get our Apple credential, given our nonce and our identity token, create our UID, and then we check to see if our Apple user exists in Firebase. If it does exist, we just sign in with that account. Else, we actually create a new platform and we move on to adding a user there. So we can actually test this out right now. Let's go ahead, refresh. And what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna sign out right here. And on sign out, we have that right there. And now I've signed out the account fully. If I go to sign in with Apple, you'll see our UI pops up here. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna hide this when I put in my password. So shh, it's a secret. And then I'm gonna go back. Press continue. Once we sign in, it should sign us in. Yes, there we go. It pulled down our document and now we're good to go. And so now if we refresh, it should automatically sign us back in. Hell yeah. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Awesome. So I guess let's also add like a playlist. Just to make sure this thing actually gets added here properly. And so if I sign out again, let's go through the sign in process with Apple Music once more. Press continue. Signs me in, and there you go. There's our playlist. So now you can see that it's actually pulling data from that user document, which is great. Awesome. That was really easy. So let's go ahead and commit that work, and then we can mark it off our list. Let's go. Cool. So first change was an Apple auth button. Again, we add this stuff. Let me add a comment here. Get Apple credentials. Check to see if this Apple user already created an account. Okay. And then my keyboard keeps disconnecting. Okay. Okay, cool, looks good. And then the Apple action, we just created this new thing called init Apple Music auth. Oh no, we did, does user document exist? So we put a comment here. Calls Firebase or Firestore. Query to check if the snapshot with the given UID exists. And then I think we said that this init Apple auth flow is actually not being used anywhere. So we're gonna just delete that, which means we can get rid of that and clean that up a little bit. Yeah, dude, nice. Okay, and then our user action. Yep, we just add this thing right here. I feel like it makes sense to separate this out because this actually could be used in other scenarios instead of putting just this check in Apple Music. So that's why I have like a separate Firestore helper function for this. Cool. To adding check to see if Apple Music user already exists in Firebase. Heck yeah, easy peasy. Why is it longer? I'm awake the more ideas I have. That's good. That's fantastic. The more ideas, the better. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's check this off our list. Nice. Hey, Filter, I don't mean to be a party pooper, but music is kind of loud. Or is it just the track? I don't know, but I can turn it down a little bit for you. Let me know if that's better. Could just be the track. I've been awake for 24 plus hours at this point. You should go to sleep. That sounds like a lot of time to be awake. Oh. Okay, we allow one-letter usernames. Kappa, let's not do this. Yeah, so forgot about this. Yeah, there's actually the ability when you select a username that we don't check to see. We don't check to see if the if the username is one character or less. We got to add some. We got to add some checks based on that. So that will be our next fix here, and that's gonna actually be over in our add username. And we're going to have to add some new like UI messaging based on that as well. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. It goes to my headphones. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty low over on this end. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Insomnia, yeah. Yep. Sad, dude. Sleeping problems are so annoying. I have them as well, but not that bad. No dibs, Rushki. No dibs. What to do, sir? Using, so I'm just using a note-taking app called Bear. B-E-A-R. Yeah. Music is fine on mine. Thanks, Steven. And welcome in, by the way. Yeah, so essentially this thing again, we got to check for username. Oh, man. How are we going to do this? I think the way that we are going to do this is... I guess we should... So we shouldn't waste our calls on single... I guess, like, how many letters should a username be, right? I don't know what the regular is for sites. I think it's usually like 3. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, thanks, Phil. Yeah, it's a pretty cool app. I don't know if it's on other platforms, but it's on Mac OS for sure. They have a free tier and a paid tier. Yeah, I think we should say if username length and username.length is greater than or equal to 3, then we'll actually go and check our username and go from there. Yeah, I think we should use that. So we'll say const username min length. I think 3 is a pretty solid number here. Okay, cool. So that actually won't run our query to the database, which is good. And then, oh, I wanted to do that too. Yeah. And then, yeah, so we do set username. That's cool. And then based on based on this, merge button styles, username length. Oh, I do that check there. Cool. So let's go to this valid username component, and we'll go from there. Rylix, hey, is it possible to remove this annoying user icon in VS Code that just appeared there for no reason? I don't know. What icon are we talking about here? So we're gonna create a new messaging here. I guess let me actually show you what we're working on here for anyone who hasn't seen it yet before we dive into that. Before I do that though, I need to actually go to Firebase and delete our user account. Then we'll go from there. Lower left corner. The toggle, the manage. Alec, remember to create the whole alphabet. We can split the profits once I sell them. Oh man. I don't know who wants to have a username of just one letter, right? Like why would you want that? So I'm going here and I'm deleting our Apple authenticated user, and just so we can go through this process once more and I can show you what it's all about. Hey Frezio, what's the purpose of the application? You can actually check out this right here, but TLDR, it's a way for you to collaborate on music with your friends, no matter what streaming service provider you have, as well as add comments and get notifications about it. Y is the best username? I'd take X or 0 or O. I mean, I guess you're not wrong. It is kind of cool. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, so if we go over here and I do, let's do a quick reload. I'm gonna go in here, sign in with Apple, continue. Let me hide this real quick. Cool. So you'll see now that we're actually getting this screen. Choose your username. This will be the name of all your friends, whatever. And so as we type, right? So I do like, yeah, boy, Apple. You'll see that we have this cool little UI up here that says, hey, like this thing is taken. Oh, my keyboard. And yeah, else it won't, right? So like right here, there's only 2 letters, but nothing happens. We don't get anything here. So if I do like, yeah, but I have to do yab, it should work. Nice. Andre7060, thanks for the follow, friend. Welcome to the team. It's the same as low number count license plates. That's true, Dr. Ray. I can see that. Hey, Poopo, what's if our messages aren't working? Oh, interesting. Huh. Wonder why. Maybe he won't add API side validation and you can sync them in with curl. God damn it. Now I'm going to have to add that. I wasn't planning to, but now you're probably right. STR Kolkol Person 97, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. So how does one enter the alpha? Your boy has a rooted device. Yeah, in the Discord, Xenon, if you head over to the Groovy Alpha channel, you'll see a pinned notification there that has the links to sign up for the iOS or Android alphas. Yep, and you can get right in there. Cool. Yeah, so... Oh, this is actually pretty sweet. So this, I already got this off the bat then. So I don't even have to worry about that. Oh, that definitely seems like a bug. So if you do like... Interesting. It's like you change it as it's in the middle of doing it. Oh, it's kind of a stupid edge case. If it doesn't allow me the alphabet, I'll have calculated the time needed to start recurring costs for Firebase using the username checker. Oh my God. Jesus, I don't even know what to say, but you're probably right. You're probably going to do something like that, and I'll be sad. I'll be a trader today because my gifted sub ends, but my card still does not work on Twitch for whatever reason. How dare you? Trader. So we just need to add a messaging here to say username, length, message. What should we do for this? What emoji can we put? I guess is the real question. What emoji can we put? It's all about the emoji. This is big. This is a big deal. Is there a ruler? Oh, that would be a good one. Yeah, I think there is. Maybe like that? I don't know if we need to add the username. We're like, please. Your username must be at least 3 characters. Something like that, probably. Yeah, ruler. Nice. I like him. One Punch One Man, what's up? Do you know any good library for threads for Windows in C? Any good libraries for threads? I don't know. Sorry, One Punch Man. I sue PayPal, but I get purchase declined. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, so you use PayPal. I was like, wait a minute. Oops. Yeah, it's really weird. I wonder. Sounds good. Good luck. Thanks. You too. Okay, so if username length and is not typing, return this message. Meaning username available, available message, unavailable message. So I think just in this logic, we just need to add. So if username. If there's a length and we're not typing, show this message. Yeah, okay. Or go into this block. So then we can check for if username.length is less than or equal to 3. Return username length. Else will come out here. Yeah, less than or equal to 3. But if it's 0. Oh, right. If it's 0, we're going to go here. Yeah, this should work. That should work there. I think we shouldn't have any issues. Cool. So let's go in here. We'll do the thing where we do the secret screen. And we'll do this thing. We'll go through that thing. Come over here. Okay, cool. So we do. Oh, right. It's not less than or equal to. Less than 3. That's what the problem is. But username length. So I think the username length might be something else. Yeah, we're gonna have to add a new, probably new color to that as well. Leonardo, thanks for the water, friend. Cheers. Close one there. Just a little bit. I'm trying to see. I don't remember if. So if username, yeah, that's when we do the search, but username passed in. Yeah, that should be fine. We should have. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. Yeah, it's because set is typing. Is never called. That's what the problem is. Okay. So we run into this logic where we say username length and is not typing. It still thinks we're typing at this point. Yeah, so we need to do that. So instead of doing this check in here, if username is length, and then we check for if username length is greater than, is less than the user min length, we can still set is typing to false, and then we just return like that. Else, we actually run our check and also set. Oh, or we can do set is typing like that, and then else we do this. Or no, sorry, I'm messing this up. We can do if username.length is greater than or equal to username min length, then we can do this. And then no matter what, set is typing to false. And we should be good at that point. Oh yeah, there's a really strange bug. I can't get past the login page. Posted a YouTube link in the alpha chat if you want to gander. Oh, are you talking about Groovy? Oh, yeah, this was a bug. So one thing you have to, I don't know. It's been kind of weird with, we had this problem with Android. So if the services are, if the Firebase functions are down currently, meaning since they're functions and they haven't been used in a while, they take a long time to like roll back up. Meaning if you hit this login thing, which you are doing by signing in on your device, it actually might take like close to a couple seconds to get the thing up. So if you keep tapping on like login or whatever, it'll probably mess that scenario up. But there have been issues where people have done that and it just doesn't allow you to log in at all. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, force quit the app and try doing the login and just wait on the screen and wait for it to start and see, like give it like up to 10 seconds to see if it starts. GitHub is truly an amazing place. There's literally repo for building your own botnet. Oh God. That is actually pretty great. Random question for homework. Do you know a good library for thread? Yeah, I was gonna be like, you already asked that. Okay. All good. Hey, Ruiz. Was that main goal? Yeah, so you can check out more information here. But essentially, the app is going to be a way for you to collaborate on music with your friends via playlist by adding songs from other service providers and then add comments and get notified about those things. So we just finished adding in our Apple authentication right now. So we're currently going through going through some bugs that we found in that flow. Okay, cool. So when we get over here, if I do this. Yeah. Awesome. So your username must be at least 3 characters. So we do that. Nice. And then here when we have nothing, so why is it green though? Wait, what? Oh, that's weird. It was correct at first. Yuppers. Okay, so the messaging is working. We just don't have our state set up properly for this. So we need to set that up. That's the next step, is to make sure we get this proper state. Oh, I wonder. So I noticed that you're signing in with Facebook. I'm wondering if there's, so the bug originally for that was Facebook changed the way that they handled some like certain code that they passed to Spotify, and I had to account for that. And I wonder if they removed that or changed it again and it broke. Yeah. I can check my services real quick and see. I'm actually kind of curious. What have you studied? So I graduated with a degree in information technology from university. That's all I studied. Yep. Everything else is just hand-taught or self-taught. Hey, Cellvirus, never created a mobile app before. Where do I start? I used to be a C# developer for .NET apps on Windows platform. Yeah, so I mean, depending on what you can do it a bunch of ways. C# actually has a really cool platform called Xamarin, which you can build cross-platform applications via C#. There are also cross-platform applications like we're using called React Native that uses JavaScript. Or you can build native applications for iOS and Android. iOS, you can use Objective-C or Swift. Or for Android, you can use Java or Kotlin. So, yeah, it kind of just depends on what you're trying to learn, what you're looking to build, all those types of things. Yeah, there's a lot of resources out there for you, but I would, figure out what app you want to build and what you want to learn. Yeah. If you're familiar with C#, it might be cool to check out Xamarin. Though I don't know how Xamarin's doing these days in regards to people using this thing over time. So I would say like the hotness right now is React Native, Flutter, and native development. Hey, Lone Wolf, welcome. Yeah, yeah, Xenon, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I usually, I see the calls going through in the Firebase function, but I don't, and they're all going through with a 200. So, Cellvirus and MegB, thanks for the follows, friends. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you. Folks, I'm just checking out one thing real quick. We're doing some a little secret. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at it later. But yeah, thanks for posting that in the chat, in the Discord. It'll be easy for me to debug once I see it in the Discord. Yeah. Nah, that shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter at all because it goes through authentication via Spotify APIs, and it hits a Firebase function. So. No, it's definitely kind of weird. We had this bug before. Yeah, I'll have to message you because I need like your email and stuff. If you're open to giving that to me, so I can see your user. I think you might have a user account or something, and I might need to delete it and then we try it again. This is kind of like the weird thing with having an alpha like this when like, I mean, it's not being used by many people right now, right? So it's like people try it out and then they kind of just don't use it for a while, which makes sense because there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be added to it. Yeah, so like all the services go down because like they're not being used. So I think that actually has to do a lot with some of the issues that we're receiving. Shive SFPS, thanks for the follow. Cool. Yeah, thanks, Elon. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. All right, cool. Let's get back to this then. So we need to change the state based on our username length now. I feel like we should probably make a function for this now. Yeah, and go from there. Because we're adding a bunch of different pieces of like this thing where we can just call it here. Yeah, so let's create something here called helpers. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to add maybe is enabled. We'll do is enabled. And we'll go from there. And so essentially we're going to take is username is available, right? Yeah, I think we'll do these three here. And this is, we can use all this to determine what we need, right? And pretty much go from there. I may have to decide what itinerary to choose in my career. The career is same as you did. The fact is I want to have a tech company in the future and I love programming. So I'm between the pure informatic itinerary with more programming, or the other one with software engineer and project management. Which one do you recommend? Which one did you do? So Ruiz, I mean, like, I would definitely say talk to your advisor at your university. They probably know a lot more than me, but I can definitely give you like my point of view on it. I started off with computer engineering because I wanted to build hardware and do a tiny bit of coding. I hated coding when I first started my track at university. But then I realized that I really, really enjoyed coding. So I wanted to do like a kind of cross of hardware and software. And that's why I went into information technology. And I want to do the same thing in regards to like owning my own business and building my own platform and things like that. So in my opinion, I would say if you sound like you want to do more software, go more towards software in general. All the business stuff you can take as separate classes, and honestly you can kind of just learn as you go for both actually. So that's what I would suggest. Yeah. Hey Meg, I'm studying for my Android app development exam right now and came across your stream, so here's hoping I pick up some tips. Hey, thanks Meg. Yeah, we're actually doing iOS stuff right now and we're not doing native Android development, but I do hope that you pick up some stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll love to help out. Oh, nice, Enon. Yeah, it's a cool thing about programming, right? Like you can pick up anything in this area, so it's really cool, and you can always learn new things for sure. Okay, so we have username is available, is typing, and username. So pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this logic that we already have here. Let's first do a let is enabled flag is false, and then we'll say we'll start with this. Actually, I don't even know if we need this flag, honestly. We can even just do a quick return here. So get start button enabled. Yeah. Okay. So is typing and username.length and username is available. And essentially it's more so if the length is greater than or equal to 3. So we actually probably should, oh wait, we have this idea here. Username min length. And I'm gonna actually put this on the outside here. And we'll do it like this. Username min len. Yeah, we'll change this up a little bit. Put that there. Yeah, so we can access that there as well. Cool. So if we're not typing and the username.length is greater than or equal to the username min length and username is available, we return true. Else everything else returns false. And that's should actually be pretty easy because now we can just call we actually just call is enabled here. Yeah, we can just grab this thing. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Is enabled is going to be just passing in literally all this. Much cleaner. Now we can do it all in one go. And then same here. Yeah. Cool. Easy. Yeah, no problem, Reese. I hope it helps out. Oxygen, welcome back, my friend. How we doing? Cool. So these button styles should now be correct with the whole is username min length and username is available. The only difference now. Yeah, this guy right here. So is enabled. We're going to take this. We're going to pass in these. Hold on. Let me triple check this logic. Username available is typing. Okay, cool. Yeah. So literally we're just going to add this here. And then we're going to say username available. Pass that stuff in here. And then whatever that is, if it is enabled, then we want to get the reverse of that. So we do exclamation point at the beginning. So that should, yeah, that should do the trick for us. So we should have the proper UI now with our button states and things like that. Did I forget? No, I think we're good. So we're going to sign in with Apple. Let's go through the steps here. We're going to go to a little secret page. Go there. Cool. Then we're going to go over here and we're going to say, yeah. Cool. So your username must be at least 3 characters. Yab. Yeah. Okay. So we do have this weird issue though. I don't know why it's green still. So we got to check that. But our button is disabled, so that's good. And then you'll see here our button becomes enabled, which is really great. Hey, Gabriel. So happy got my new monitors yesterday and set it up. Got 2 4K monitors now powered by my MacBook Pro 16-inch. Feels so good. Freelancing starting to pay off finally with nice gear. Hell yeah. Congrats, friend. Yeah, I've been having a good week so far. Thanks for asking. That's awesome. Congrats. Good stuff. Hey, Dalek. Yep, just like Poopa's saying, you can, for sure. What emulator do you use? So for iOS, we're using actually a simulator through Xcode. In order to get access to this, you have to be on Mac OS, and you have to download the toolchain in Xcode in order to get access to these things. Grui's coming on together nicely. Thank you. Yeah, we're getting there. We're just finishing up some bugs that we have here. Oh, username available. Interesting. So username available still comes back as true. Why? Oh, because we don't set this thing. Okay, so I think what we should do here is set username available to false. So if our username length is greater than or equal to the min length, we'll run through this. Else, we always set the username available to false. And I think that should probably do it for us. Yeah. Just got my one-way mirror delivered for building a smart mirror. Oh, baby. Heck yeah. Oxygen, make sure you post in the Discord. I'd love to see it. The only issue is 4 spaces should have been 2 tabs. Kappa. Maybe or maybe not. I don't know. Or stop building the frame soon so I can get some documentation. I had I went to a hackathon where a couple of my friends built a smart mirror. It was so cool. It's like, it's really easy, honestly. It's really not that hard, which is the really cool part about it, you know? All right, so let's go here. So we do, yeah. Yab. Yeah, there we go. And then 0, we shouldn't see anything. Beautiful. Username must be at least 3 characters. Nice. Okay, it looks like it works, friends. I think we're doing good. That's looking good. So now if I do ya boy Alec. Your boy Alec is available. Woo! I like it. So let's check this list now. Okay, cool. That is it. So let's go ahead and do let's get groovy. And then, yeah, so one thing, we should probably add a loading indicator, right? That's been the biggest problem with this app is like loading indicators because stuff just takes a long time to load. I don't know. We'll put it at the bottom. X-Plane 11 Simulator. What's up? Thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome. Yes, they're for sure pretty straightforward. So are you going to use like an Arduino or Raspberry Pi, I'm assuming, right? To like get the screens, to add the screens to it? Or are you going to put like a legit screen? Cool, let's commit this. This looks good. This looking good. So add username. We added a username min length property there. We now check to say if our username has length, and then we check if username length is greater than or equal to the min length, then we can go ahead and check a result. Else, we're just going to go ahead and set username available to false, and we're always going to set is typing to false as well. And then at this point, our disabled, we are checking for is enabled, and username available is typing and username. Same with our merge get button text styles. We're going to do is enabled right there, which will do that check. Looking good. And then valid, we added a new username length message. Your username must be at least 3 characters. Should you do 3 characters long? Nah, I just think 3 characters is fine. And then if username.length and is not typing. So if we have a length and we're not typing, check to see if the username length is less than 3. And if it is, we return username length, else we return one of these guys. Cool. Looks good. Adding check for min length of username creation. Man, we're knocking through these bugs, baby. Woo! Get it out of here. Raspberry Pi with an old 19-inch LCD as a screen. Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome. Sweet. Yeah, I'm excited to see that. Have you ever faced a situation at work where you felt you didn't have the required knowledge? I've been finding that lately, but I think merely imposter syndrome, going to make a small road trip Friday, Saturday, Sunday, reset my mind and get back fresh next week. Yeah, Gabriel, that's a really good question. I've actually been talking about imposter syndrome with a lot of people not in tech, because I've been really curious about how let's go over here real quick. I've been really curious about how imposter syndrome affects people in different fields and areas and careers, and it's literally the same from what I've gathered from anyone you talk to. And so what I would say is, yes, definitely, I feel imposter syndrome all the time. It gets better every day, but I think the biggest thing to know about whenever you don't feel like you have the required knowledge is not to say, sorry, like I can't do this, or sorry, I don't know how to do this. It's more so, hey, I'm not sure how to do this, but I'm going to learn and figure out how to do it. And so that it shows this like growth mindset, right? That you're willing to grow even when you don't know something, because no matter who you work with, no one's ever gonna know everything, right? Like you always are gonna need help from someone at some point. So in my opinion, I think it's good to reset, but try your best to not beat yourself up about it. Like use it as a learning opportunity for yourself, use it as a time to realize what you're missing and understand what you need to do in order to gain that knowledge. And yeah, that's the best part. What happens when the mirror starts to know you better than yourself? That sounds scary. That's when we have Terminators come out and kill everyone. I love that idea because it's impossible to learn everything prior to taking on the challenges. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've been doing professional development for the past 3 years. And I work on a team that has a really cool environment. That when I have a question or I don't know something, like I literally go to our principal engineer, like the guy who's been on our team for years. And I'm like, hey, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me do this? And he's like, yeah, sure. Let me teach you like what I know. And then you take that and you just pass it along, right? That's the whole journey. Thanks, Lone Wolf. Yeah. Yeah, that's just kind of, something I always like to tell people. And kind of why I like these streams a lot, because I want to show you, like, I am a Microsoft software engineer. I have the title, like I'm apparently know what I'm doing, but like you see all the mistakes I make, you see all the things that I mess up on. Like it's normal to be in like a position that I'm in and still mess up on things, still use Stack Overflow, still use Google. Like it's okay to do that. And that's why I hope most people get out of the stream, is to understand like it's okay to mess up and not know everything. Cause you don't, I don't, Bill Gates doesn't, like no one knows everything. The Holy Guru Dev. You are not a genius. We know it. I know, Glorian. Thank you for noticing. I hate you. Welcome, by the way. Very valid. Your streams are a prime example. Actually, I think you've pretty much only done challenges, tools, and frameworks that are new to you. Yeah, that's right, Gabriel. Yeah, I use the stream to figure out what I want to learn, and I just kind of do it. And so I try to give an example to people of like, hey, if you want to build something, a project, and you want people to actually use it and you want to ship it and you want to do it with all brand new technology you've never used, this is how I would do it. And this is how, like, this is literally that process, That's why things take so long. That's why, like, we talk a lot about learnings and how this stuff, like, what did we just learn and why are we doing things certain ways? I think that's the best part. That's what I love the most. And I hope that if you all learn anything from this, you pass it on to someone else that's in the same boat, right? It's like, hey, like I learned how to do this and it works well for me. God Crampy, thanks for the follow. Salute, my friend. Welcome. I think this is a common struggle, especially if you're still fairly junior. Make sure you understand what exactly you don't know and seek help around it. Everyone has their weak points. With time, I hope you can raise your confidence and you're going to get more comfortable with having to acquire new knowledge. Yep. Yeah, Auction, that's beautifully put, honestly. I've been on my new team for a year, and at the beginning of this process, holy crap, I was so nervous to do anything. I was like, I have to do everything on my own. I can't get help from anyone. But I'm totally different now a year later. Like, I know when I need help. I know like my limit of, I tried figuring this out on my own, but now I need some guidance and help from someone who's smarter than me. Alan is good. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Dev Dream. Salute, my friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, everyone needs help. And that's why I was talking about, I was asking people in different career paths, because it's so true. Like every career has this imposter syndrome of they don't feel like they're meant to be there or they're good enough, right? And I think it's normal. All right, so we cross off 2 bugs off the list. The next one we need to do is when we sign out, we need to actually clear all our async memory. Yeah, we need to clear all that stuff out because we have a couple flags in there that we need to have reset once we re-sign in again. So essentially, we're going to do that on sign out. That'll be pretty easy. We can just look for the sign out method here and go from there. That's the things that they don't teach you in school, college, university, code camp. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Oxygen. For sure. That's why I would suggest if you are in school, do everything you can to do side projects, go to hackathons, and try to get internships. Those will help you, in my opinion, 10 times more than school. Yeah. Where's your project, my dude? Dev Dream. Yeah. So we're working on this app called Groovy. It's a React Native platform. Check it out right there. TLDR, it's a way to collaborate on music with your friends and family, no matter what streaming service provider you are on. Hey, Marco. JS is a bug? Nah. Maybe a little bit. Cool. So we're going to clear out all our sign out data off the bat here. Oh, nice. So I just have this sign out button like this. Sign out action. Okay, so sign out action. I guess I should probably comment this. Sign out action will clear Redux state. We'll clear async storage, and then we'll actually sign person out of Firebase. Yep. And I have a feeling, if I'm not mistaken, I'm almost pretty sure that this thing probably has like a clear state or clear storage. Let's see. Let's see what they got it. Take me to the documentation. Take me away. Take me away. API. Clear. Yeah, I had a feeling. Removes whole async storage data for all client libraries. You probably want to use remove item mode to clear app keys. Oh, so we don't want to do that. We just wanted to use remove. I see. Because essentially if async storage is used in any other, like any of our libraries that we've brought in, it would actually mess that up. That's a good call out. We don't want to do that. So we're just going to do multi-remove. So clear multiple key value entries for a given array of items. Hell yeah. Easy. So we're just going to do that. Hey, Dynamite. What's up? Oh, guys. I just want to let you know to say hello to one of the best mods out here, Dr. Dynamite. He keeps saying that I don't see him, but I see you, Dr. Dynamite. Can we all get a salute for Dr. Dynamite in the chat, please? Salute and some clappers. Welcome in, Dr. Dynamite. I'm glad I'm glad that you're here and I do notice you. Doctor? Yes, doctor. Hello. Hello, doctor. Thank you. Thank you. Are you going to be GDPR compliant? Yes. Yeah, we have a, I love the cap at the end. We have a task for that to do some stuff. I want to do the thing where you can like download user data as well as clear it in the app, but we're going to wait to set up our user settings section for that to get that stuff in. There you go. Welcome in, Dynamite. Nice to see you, my friend. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for saying hello to our wonderful mod. Man, oh God, I'm going to have to do that for all the mods now, huh? Roar, or actually, I won't have to unless like Roars or Pocket are here. If they're not here, we're good. We never have to tell them. Made my day good. Well, I appreciate you being here, man. Welcome in. Okay, so the one thing I do want to do is, so you see that we have these things here. I want to make sure that we actually have a list of the proper links here. And so I think what I might do is I might just create a file to hold our async storage keys in. I'll just do it here. Actually, let's do it in config. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Async storage keys.js. Yeah, and so we can do this. We can do export const. Essentially just add these guys. Oops. And not just mods. No, it has to be just mods. No, just mods here. These are the list of async storage keys we are using throughout the app. Cool. So we do that, and then there's another one that we did, which should be in add playlist bottom sheet. Async storage. Where is this thing? This thing is right here. Oh, we got two. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, this is a much better idea. Oh, I see. Should probably put this in alphabetical order as well. Like that. Awesome. And so now let's remove this. And what we can do is we can say import the two that we need here. Oh, it's because of that. Okay, yeah. Cool, cool. So we need deep link in progress flag and Apple Music playlist title. So yeah, again, we can do import this thing from Groovy config, and then we have async storage keys. And again, we're gonna do Apple Music playlist title. It's gonna go there. And we're also gonna do deep link in progress flag. So those two there, and then we can also use those keys again to do our clear. And then over here, we're gonna do the same dealio. Essentially do that. We don't need that flag. We just need the Apple title. And what else do we need? Present Apple Music prompt. Okay. And that's it. Awesome. And so now in our app on sign out, we can just do async storage dot multi remove, and we're going to pass in this array of, oh, I wonder if we should just, we can probably just pass in something here, right? We can do like helpers. And we do export const remove or clear all key data. And then literally this thing will just be this. And then here, what we can do is import our async. Yeah, import this guy over here. And then we can do literally async storage dot multi remove. And then we can just do our list of items here. Oops. Like this. Oh, I forgot the paren like that. And then I think multi-remove takes is, yeah, so wait, so we gotta do async here. Async, await, and then this thing, we'll just do a try catch around. Actually, we'll do the try catch one level up. So again, clear multiple key value entries for the given array of keys in a batch. Cool, nice. For where do you import the music? Yeah, so for this app, you're gonna actually, for Spotify and Apple Music, what we're doing is you essentially find a song you like or an album or a playlist, and you grab the link, you copy the link for that song, you add it to the app, and then it imports it into Groovy. And then we still haven't done it yet, but we're working on a Firebase function that spins off, checks. So let's say I upload an Apple Music song. It checks to see if that song's in Spotify. And if it is, it grabs that same song as well. And it will send it down to whoever is using Spotify in that playlist. So essentially it's going to be all platforms together in one. Just depending on which one you upload, it will do a check for that thing as well. But we haven't been able to set that up yet because we didn't have two platforms, but now we have two platforms. So now we can set up this kind of idea of getting these things. And so yeah, I think we have a pretty cool way of doing it. I'm really excited to see this thing work, you know. Yeah, it should be cool. Maybe we should just do a try catch around this, yeah, because we're not going to really return anything, right? So catch error. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just throw this here. And then let's do all async storage removed. Yeah, this was a good idea to put this all in another file. Cool. Now we can do clear all key data. Yep. Just like that. And then we can literally just run clear all key data. And that's it. Easy peasy. Finding the correct YouTube video will be fun. So yeah, I'm curious to see how it works because I think, I don't know, hopefully YouTube Music will be better. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting for YouTube Music in general. All right, so this is what we're gonna want to do. Essentially, when I sign out of an account, I need to clear all this data. And so let's go ahead and see if it works. And the way that we're going to see if it works is when we sign out of our Apple Music account and then we sign back in with that account and try to create a playlist, we should be greeted with a brand new hey, you haven't authenticated with Apple Music. Do you want to authenticate with Apple Music Flow? And that's like, let's say I have an Apple account that I sign in with, and then I want to sign in with another Apple account for some reason. You still want that flow if that username is not there. And that actually just made me think of another problem we might run into, which is if I sign in with another Apple account or if I sign back in with the same Apple account, but I've cleared my state, then, well, I guess we'll see. But essentially what's going to happen is it's still going to pop up the prompt, even if we already have our API token. But I think that's okay. Okay, cool. So you see all async storage removed right there. So we go sign in with Apple, continue. Let's go over here. I'm going to go secret. Type in the password. Cool. You'll see that it found our user. It brought it back down. We're good to go. And now let's go to create a playlist. And then it'll say, it should have our pop-up. There it is. Awesome. So see right here, sign in with Apple Music. Let Groovy manage your playlist by linking your Apple Music account. So that means that our state was cleared. The one thing I do want to check to see is if that playlist was actually added. I think it might have been. No, it wasn't. Awesome. Okay, cool. So we go to Let's Go. We're going to authenticate right here. Sign in with Apple. We're already authenticated. Press open. And now it should have called our function, creating Apple playlist. Yep. And we should now see a new playlist in Apple Music. Not yet. Okay, so we ran into this issue yesterday. Sometimes I think it takes a minute for it to propagate on the site for us. So we'll give it a couple minutes. Let's see if it does. We'll either have one or two playlists. Though I think we should just have one because I only see one call going out here. Yeah, I only see that one call that happened at 7-Eleven, which was literally a minute ago. So we didn't get any errors back, so we should be... Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. It just took a minute. Awesome. So that looks good. That's another bug down, another bug fixed. Let's go. There's something really great about just fixing bugs. You know, it's like you get all the big stuff out of the way, and then all of a sudden it's just like done. Like you have all this cool stuff that you've been working on that's working pretty well. So good times, man. Okay. So we import this new thing, async storage keys, Apple Music playlist title, clear all data key, and then deep link in progress flag. Add that to our sign out. Do that. Cool. And then here again, we add this here as well. And that should be good. And then we created a new async storage keys.js in our config. So let's add it. Woo. Git commit, adding async storage clear on sign out. What? Oh, did I forget this? Let's do it. How you monetize Groovy ads? So I don't have a plan to monetize Groovy at all. So again, this app is open source, meaning anyone can contribute. We've already had people contribute to the app already, which is really great. I wanted this to be a place for people to feel comfortable to get started in something like React Native or Golang and Firebase and things like that. So I didn't have any plans to monetize it. Essentially, the monetization that comes from this app is from you all here on Twitch. So any subscriptions, donations, or things like that, those all go towards like the support and like keep up of Groovy, right? The upkeep. So currently no plans to monetize it. That could change maybe down the line. But I'm not a fan of ads. I'll never put an ad in one of my apps. I'm more of a fan of in-app purchases. So like if there's a feature that you want that will be beneficial to you, then I'll do like, that makes sense to pay for, then yeah, in-app purchases will be the way to go in that sense. But for the unseen future, or foreseeable future, there are no plans to get any monetization off this app. It's just gonna be free for people to use. Okay, cool. So another bug down. We need to revisit where after pressing add on playlist, we get the call to create those playlists. We already fixed that, so that's awesome. Probably should add radar for music kit issue. Music kit issue. What was the issue? Oh, right. Yeah. We probably should do that. That'd probably be pretty helpful. So before we had the Apple Music authentication, we actually had it in the app, which was super cool. We had a web view inside of the app that would do this thing for us. But now we have to deep link into Safari and then come back in. And that's because there's issues with the deep link or not the deep link, but the authentication music kit JS inside of this web view. And honestly, I don't know if I don't think that's an Apple issue. I wonder if that's a React Native issue. So either way, I think we should probably file that for someone to look at. Okay. So the next two, we have fallback method if device isn't on iOS 13. This one kind of frightens me a little bit because I am not really sure how we should handle this scenario. I've been thinking about it the past couple days, and the only thing I can really think of is adding a way for people to authenticate with an email and password, right? And that kind of sucks. Because that's a whole other off flow we're going to have to worry about, even though it's probably, well, it's not only that's a whole other off flow, but there's no way to connect a preferred provider, right? So like Spotify or Apple Music right now in the app. We will have that eventually, but not right now. So I'm wondering, I think what I want to do is file an issue for this on our repo and pretty much say, right now, if you're not running iOS 13, you can't sign in with this method. And then just leave it at that and essentially just hide the button. And then I think what we could do, well, no, not really. Because like, I don't want to push Apple Music on people. Yeah, I think this is going to be something we got to think about. So I think the first thing we should do here is create an issue, because this needs to be logged somewhere. Yeah. If not running iOS, we can get the hell out of here. If only it was that easy, Dynamite. If only. Yeah. I guess it's probably a feature request, right? Add fallback for Apple sign-in. If not on iOS 13. Yeah, I feel as though we're probably going to have to add in like an email and password sign-in. Hey, Level 2, what's up? Welcome back. Nice to see you. Or TC app, just to ignore them. You're good at that. Damn. Oh my God. Savage. I hate you. I hate you, Dynamite. Just kidding. Maybe not. I'm not sure yet. I don't want to talk about it. Yag. Barev. How we doing? Cool. Is your future request related to a problem? Sorta. The current Apple authentication login is only supported on iOS 13 and up. But since we devices on older OSs, we need a fallback method for them. Describe situation you'd like. What situation would I like? I just woke up at 4:20 p.m. My God. Welcome to the world. Off topic, but is it just a Windows thing or overall iTunes looks the same as 10 years ago? It's a Windows thing. I don't think Apple really cares about iTunes on Windows, man. Do they still only allow a 15-second trailer of songs? I think it's 30 seconds. I don't know. I don't think they allow you to preview the whole song, though. Is Safari on Windows still a thing? I don't think so. I don't believe so. I believe the best solution for this would be to add a method, another sign-in method that would allow us to. So another sign-in method that will allow us to, or not another one, but add a more generic sign-in method to account for this. i.e. Email plus password. Describe alternatives you've considered. Oh, please see above. I'm going to say honestly, all around, this is kind of poopy. Should we put a poop emoji? Hell yeah. Change target in min iOS version to iOS 13. You're good. Yeah, but okay. So that's the thing. I guess we should look at that. iOS 13 adoption. What was this article? What's a good site? Does anyone have a good site? iOS version stats, maybe? Jan 20th, 2020? No way. 92.5% of people? Really? No way. Yeah, don't bring them, dude. Me too. No way, dude. There's no way. Doesn't Apple provide some sticks to this? I don't know. Do they? Oh, maybe. Yeah. Here you go. Good call. I didn't know that. Yeah. Thank you. Guys, learning React with TypeScript is a good idea. I know a little React, but I don't know TypeScript. Yes, Stalic. TypeScript is good. Do it. We messed up. Shock Pikachu emote. Yeah. Okay. No, this is definitely a much better scenario here. Okay, so iOS and iPads from January 27th. So 77%. %17% are still using iOS 12. So 70 plus 17, that's a good, 94? 70% is, I mean, 77% is still pretty good. Oh, I read this wrong. 70% of all devices are using iOS 13. 23 is still pretty, like, that's a big chunk of users that are still on iOS 12. 7%. Guys, if you're not up to at least iOS 12 right now, like, listen, if you're not on at least iOS 12 right now, let's get this train rolling. Come on, just update your phone. Don't do this to everyone. Okay. So I do think this warrants us to support iOS 12 at least. But I do think we should probably be able to... We should probably be able to bump our OS to... Our min OS to like iOS 12, right? At the minimum. I don't know why we'd... Unless... Okay, so the problem with bumping our OS in some of these scenarios is if some of our libraries have a minimum OS version as well. That's the only problem I can see with doing that. So we should look at that though. So check out this page for the latest stats. I can't update my my 4S. Nah, you can't. You're right. Xcode app, welcome. Thanks for checking out what we're doing today. Yeah, so check our latest stats here. Is still at least 20% of people rocking iOS 12. All right. So we're going to do this is probably a release V1 thing for sure. Yep. All right, awesome. So we added it. At least we got it. Why is my poop emoji blue? That's weird. That doesn't look right. Yeah. Put that in to do. All right. So I think what we could do, either way, we still should support it, right? Added issue for it. The current fix will be not showing the button. Yeah, so I think for now, we're just not going to show the button at all. Too Sugary, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you here. Why is your poop blue, Alec? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Are you not human? Maybe. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. The one thing that we need to add to this, currently, I want it in all caps. I have hid the auth with Apple button until we sort this out. Because pretty much what we could do, I spelled currently wrong. Pretty much what we could do is more so just replace. We could just replace the login of Apple Music with the like email and password login, right? Yeah, for sure. Folks, give me 1 second. I need to grab the charger for my keyboard. BRB. Don't go anywhere. All right, sorry about that. Mitch Acoustics, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the team, my friend. I like that. Yeah, password login. It's so lame, right? If iOS 13 just redirect to the closest Apple store. Yes, I like that. All right, let's add this quick fix then in there. Here's the address to your closest Apple store. Thanks for joining. Senor Dead, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the team, my friend. Glad to have you here as well. How we doing? How we doing? JS. Buttons. Yeah, so we just need to go to I think I just called it auth buttons. Cool. So we export default. We do iOS buttons else, but we now need to. We need to hide this. Yeah. What's up, dude? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Currently, Apple Auth is only supported on iOS 13 and up. We'll be hiding the button if device is not on iOS 13. Yeah. Yo, Twitchy Prime. Thanks, Dynamite. Yeah, check out the Twitchy Prime thing there. We see some white crowns in chat, huh? Some white crowns in chat that could be using some Twitchy Primes. Currently, as if it will ever be supported in 12. You are definitely right, Dr. A. We should probably change that. That's a really good point. It'll never be supported in iOS 12. Since the recruitment manager is in here. Yes, thank you. That's a good call, Dynamite. Marco, some nice resource for the making requests to the custom JSON API. Through React Native, I would use Axios. Axios is actually really great. And Axios is on a bunch of other platforms as well, too. So the easiest way I can think about doing this right now, I use Java or Kotlin. I'm pretty sure Axios probably supports that as well. I would go check it out. Yeah. Platform dot, I guess just OS. Is OS just an Apple thing? Oh no. Oh, I'm dumb. Version? What's version? Is it the version of my app? Get iOS version. React Native. Yeah, Marco. Yep, that's correct. Oh, I see. So platform.version does do that. On iOS, a version is a result of the UI device system version, which is a string with the current version of the operating system. An example of the system version is 10.3, for example, to detect the major version. Okay. Yeah, we only care about the major version, right? Because... yeah, I guess we should probably just do that here, right? Yeah, let's do that. Hey, Eduardo, what is up? How we doing? Salute, my friend. Welcome back. How's it going? Okay, so iOS major version. is greater than or equal to 12, 13. Do this. Oops. Do this. Else. There she blows. Easy peasy. So iOS major version is greater than or equal to 13. Apple button key. Yep. Auth button else. And that's for iOS. Okay. Awesome. I think that'll do the trick for us. So now we just need to... we got to go to Xcode. It's been a while. Let's open up some Xcode. Spotify so many times. Did I misspell it? No, right? We want Spotify. We want Spotify. Why was I going to Xcode again? Oh, right. I was going to get... who's Xcode? I was going to see the simulator. Which simulators I have, because I don't really remember. I might have to download an older version simulator, like an iOS 12 one. iOS 13. Yeah. All I have, they're all in iOS 13 right now. Yeah, so let's get a new one. I'm never gonna use that. Yeah, let's do this. OS version. I gotta download more simulator runtimes. Yeah, so let's just do an iOS 12. Gotta do some secretness. Oh man, it's gonna take forever. We probably won't actually be able to test this properly. It's 2.4 gigs. Oh, though I think I'm on my 5G network on my laptop. Am I? I am. Well, we'll let it download in the meantime. I'll just do cancel for now. Cool. Anyways, yeah, we'll let that download. We can still run this thing on our current iOS simulator. And why are we going to them? Did they invite us for dinner? What? Groovy on watchOS? Oh baby. I have thought of it. I have some ideas. I don't know if you all knew, but my app Cycles that I first built was originally supposed to be only for watchOS. I tried to make it with the first generation Apple Watch, and during that time, Apple didn't support solo app projects. Or solo watch app projects, so I couldn't do it. But now they do, so it could be cool. But it could be a cool helper for Groovy in some way, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that works with React Native. That would actually be really interesting, because I don't think you can't write like a watch app for in React Native. Okay, cool. So we're gonna test this anyways. I mean, essentially what should happen is we should still get our proper logic here if this thing works out, right? So we should get this, which you do. So that's good. That's good. Oh, though. Oh no, I did that. Okay. I guess we can also print out like what our major version is, right? Just so we can triple check while that thing downloads. Probably a good idea. Groovy. And it's groovy with an umlaut, Dr. A, please. Get it right next time, all right? Get it right. Cool, it has 13. There you go, nice. So it worked. Last time I researched, React Native did not support Apple Watch. Would have to build in Swift and hook it into the iPhone app using native modules, I guess. Oh, dude, that would be a pain in the butt. So there's so much communication between Apple Watch and iPhone, right? In regards to keeping things in sync with each other. So I'm actually really, that would suck. I wonder if there's a React Native library for Apple Watch support in regards to the iOS side of it, at least. Looks like we gotta install some more software here. Toncheck, thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you being here. Let me go ahead and do the secrets. Okay, that was actually pretty quick. I thought it was gonna take much longer. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. We're almost halfway there, or more than halfway there. But I think this is gonna work no matter what, really. But we should totes check it out anywho. And so we can cross that off the list. Boop. And then our loading indicator. So this is kind of an issue with all of our everything. Yeah. We should set something in general. Like, I guess the question is, do we want to start it now? Or do I have an issue up for loading indicator? I don't know if I do. Oh, add splash screen and loading to log in. Yeah. Yep. So this is actually not technically a bug, just poor UI UX design. Hey, thumbs up to poor UI UX design, eh? My God. Yeah, this is definitely something we should do. Yep. Cool. So I guess while that stuff is being downloaded, we can talk about kind of what our next step is in regards to Groovy features and what's coming next. Oh, we didn't fix all the bugs. We actually have these ones. Yeah. Okay. So these were ones that actually didn't have to do with Apple authentication, but we should probably check them out anyways. So essentially it's, yeah, so this is a pretty big one. I don't have any idea why this is happening, but in dev, when selecting a user to add a place, looks like it doesn't work properly. Yeah. That looks about right there, Alec. Good observation there, Alec. Let's, let's go ahead and log in. Get this over here. And then pretty much it was, when I go here, we only have one user currently associated here. But when I press Groovy Guy here, that should pop up. But it doesn't look like it has our data in it. So that's an issue. And I don't know why this started happening just for this. So we need to go over to that file. So this is going to be search, probably search box. And then we have tags input and search box tags input. Yeah, let's go here. So tags input's the thing that is populating this guy right here. Right, and so we have container settings there, items, render selected users. So this, I think this is probably where we're running into issues. Samuel the boy, welcome. How are we doing today? Oh, the iOS simulator is done. Okay. So we're going to add a new device now with iOS 12. iOS 12, let's just do like an iPhone 10, right? Nice. Great. Cool. And so what we can do here, why do I have so many iPads in here? Jesus. We can actually change this now to run on this simulator through React Native. We should be good. I'm going to close out of that. Keep those open. Let me change my script real quick to run on that thing. package.json. Where'd you go? Yeah. So we just give it the name. iOS 12, iPhone 10. We're going to do this. We're going to do npm start and then npm. Oh, Jesus. All right. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Finding the simulator. Cool. Awesome. There it is. iOS 12. Water. Caffee. 2 waters for you. Cheers. Thanks for the water. Thank you. Yag. Thanks for the coffees. Cheers. Coffee. Boom. Hey, Fikex, why not using TypeScript? I thought I would have a better experience using JavaScript when I first started, and that was wrong. So, yeah, I probably should be using TypeScript. Moistest greetings. Yeah, it's a pretty big one. It's a pretty big one. So again, folks, we're testing to see if our Authenticate with Apple auth signs up in, it shows up in iOS 12. It shouldn't. As long as we have iOS 13 or greater, we should be good. So we're just going to check that, and then we'll be good to go. Hey, there you go. So now you see, we don't even show the button at all. We just have sign in with Spotify. And that's all about it. That's literally all about it right now. Yeah. Rushki coming in with the tier 1 gifted sub to ya boy Yag. Woo. Oh yeah, I forgot, folks. Also, the emotes are available now for Pride Month. So any gifted sub and any, I think it's any subs in general, 10 cents gets donated to the cause that we're supporting as well, the Trevor Project. And then we finally get some Pride emotes. Heck yeah. Thanks for that, Rushki. Appreciate you. Woo. Enjoy the Pride emotes. Yes. Welcome back, Yag. Nice to have you. Woo. Yo, what emotes? Check them out. Your gifted shared rewards to 5 others in chat. Google's Go language could get generics in 2021. My God. The time has come, Poopa. Nice share. Thank you. I still didn't get them? Oh man. I think it's randomly chosen. You just gotta subscribe or gift more subs in the channel. That way more people can get, more people can get emotes. It's just how it works. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules, I don't make the rules. All right, so it looks like that thing works. Let's go ahead and commit this. And we'll do a git diff. Yep. Just the major version check. Cool. Git add, git commit. Adding check for iOS 13. Awesome. Heck yeah. So now, again, we're looking at this bug where when we add a user, it looks like they don't show up in our pill properly. So we should probably check that out. And so I believe it has to do with our tags inputs. So I'm actually curious if selected users... I think maybe selected users may be a little jacked up. In our search box. Selected users is passed in from our parent. So we should probably check at this point. Console.log. Selected users. Let's see what we pass in over here, if anything. It's really weird because it just randomly started happening. I actually didn't change anything here. Or no, I was to start. I don't need pride emotes to show my pride. There we go. But pride emotes are so cute. They got some cute ones. Just set up a barrier so I can use my dev laptop on my main setup. Also, what's the icon theme you use? Oh man, which one is it? So I use Atom 1 dark theme, and I think that's material icon. No, that's the one I use. Yep, material. I didn't know if it came with it. Yeah, material icon's pretty great. Yeah, I like it. Hey Llama, welcome back. Nice to see you. Mantis, welcome back as well. Salute, my friends. How we doing? Welcome back into the team. Okay, so when we go to add a new playlist, let's delete this thing first. Hey Toda, salute, welcome. Let's go ahead and select a member. Okay. So what? Oh, dude, I totally know what it is. It's going off a username. Yup. Okay, that's the problem. So we changed this to display name, right? Or do I still? Okay. Yeah, I think I know what the problem is. So basically what's happening is we use this thing called Algolia, right? Algolia is this cool thing that basically holds a data set that we can search through really fast. And so we have all of our users. Every time a new user is created, we go to that Algolia set. You know what? Let me just show you. Let's just do that. Let me just log in real quick. And then I think I know what the problem is. Then I can explain it a little better. Rushki coming back with another gifted sub to Glorian. Ooh-wee. And 5 more emotes shared. Hey, Rushki. Appreciate you, my dude. Glorian, welcome back. Welcome back in as an intern to the community. Glad to have you here, my friend. Cool. Okay, yeah, let me show you this thing. So, this is Algolia. Yeah, yo, I want some emotes. Do I get emotes? Wait, hold up. Before we get started, do I get any emotes here? What? I didn't get any. Not fair. Not fair. I want some. If I give some, do I get emotes? Can I give subs to myself so I can get emotes? But yeah, thanks again for that, Rushki. Yeah, they're so awesome. I like the pride paint. Try with me. Kiapa. I see you got a white crown there, my friend. I don't know if I can gift it to you. You got the crown. When you don't get it, it's not fair. Rushki. All right, Rushki. Calm yourself, all right? We're not starting this. Calm yourself. But thank you so much for that gifted sub. Tier 1 to Senor Dead. There you go. Welcome to the community. Welcome in. Thanks y'all for being here. For any of you that have been gifted a sub by Rushki, head over to our Discord. Link your Twitch account to your Discord account. And you get an awesome intern role in chat. Cool things like that. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of the team. Thank you for that again, Rushki. You're freaking awesome, my man. I appreciate all your support, dude, for real. Yeah, and enjoy those emotes. I want those emotes. I want them. Dude, I really like your streams. Hey, Ruiz, I appreciate that. I'm glad you like them. It makes me really happy to see. Can you link your Twitch account with my Discord account? No. All right, so this is Algolia. You'll see that we have this document in here that essentially what we set up is a Firebase function that fires off every time a new user is added to our users collection. That grabs a bunch of data from it, and it actually sets our ID, email, profile image, username, and object ID. The problem is, during this change, we actually switched username to be display name. So I believe now that this that the way that we're setting up this text input is actually happening based off of username and not display name. So display name doesn't show anything here because there's nothing there. So to double check that, if I go here and I go edit and I edit this in real time, oops, and I go display name, I don't know if we even have this set up to read display name, but this should be groovy guy, and essentially this should just be groovy guy like that. Oh, I forgot my comma. Edit. Cool. So now you see we have that. Now, if we go back to the app, and I probably need to do a reload, maybe. Where are you from? I'm from the United States. Just remember, you need to donate $15 to Tiltify for those gifted yesterday since Tiltify didn't want to work. You got it, Rushki. You got it. You got it. Yeah, I towards the end of the month, I'm going to go ahead and throw my donation in there. I don't know why Tiltify didn't want to work yesterday, but thank you. Yeah, no, for sure. But now it's really cool because now I believe Twitch is now matching the 10 cent per subs in channels, which is really cool. So now we'll have support all around from donations and from subscriptions, which is top tier. No pressure, Kappa. Yeah. There's tons of pressure. What are you talking about? Hey, there you go. So now you see it works. So we did set it up. We did set it up properly. That's I thought so. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So we got two things to fix here. One is, this needs to change, the groovy guy here. This needs to actually go off of display name. Second, we need to update our Firebase function as well to support this, because I don't know if I did. The only kind of issue around this is we actually, I guess I could just deploy it. I haven't deployed the this trigger function into my dev account, to the dev version of Groovy. So we'll have to do that as well to fully test it. Hello? Why can't I? The X isn't showing up here. Okay. So let's write this down then. So the fix. Step one. Verify that we are using display name in the search query for Algolia, because it shows that we are using it correctly in when it shows up in the bar. Second, update Firebase function to support adding display name to Algolia object. 3, deploy Firebase function to support trigger function for Algolia for testing. Yeah, so the one thing I haven't been able to figure out properly yet is setting up Firebase functions locally in regards to trigger functions. So it really sucks. Hey, Tonchek, do you have a CS degree? No, I actually have a degree in information technology. So IT, as the cool cats like to say. Okay, cool. Good. Cool. I'm glad we figured that out. So now, yeah, let's go ahead and you'll see again here that it has our username and not our actual display name. So I need to update that. And I think we have a component in here. And what did I call it? I think, yeah, it's just Algolia search. In here we have infinite hit list. So I think it's this guy. So profile image, hit item container, and then on that thing, and then it's hit item username. Yep. So we want to change this to display name. It's going to be our new piece of data that comes in. So now we refresh that, and Groovy Guy should now have the proper display name. Hey, there it is. Woo-wee. Oh, I signed out. Yep. Yeah, so now if we go over here, you'll see we have a list of members. And so our members looks like it's also using, but we should probably change that color. Yeah. Looks like our list of members is using our username. So we got to change that as well. So might as well just do that in this fix. What is this component called? Let's go to navigation. Pensacola devs. Oh, nice. Pensacola, Florida, are we talking about here? Ooh, Florida family. What's up? Mantis Snar, welcome in. Thanks for the follow as well. Do you think Code Wars improves one's coding skills? I've been doing a lot of them. Hey, basically, Emin. I would say yes, for sure. The more practice in anything, the better you're going to get at it, right? So doing Code Wars in a sense is great practice in thinking on your toes, trying to solve kind of like more, I guess, like technical problems. But in general, yeah, just like Yag said, and in general, anything that's coding related will help you grow the more you do it. So for sure, yeah. Chas gracias. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the team. Woo. Nice to have you here, my friend. Okay, so let's go to... where is this thing, dude? Members list drawer. Members side menu. I see. Members side menu. There we go. Just call me Good Boy Montisa. All right. Good Boy Montisa. Welcome. Yep, here in FL, first time watching. We have a stream also. I'm going to host your channel in our downtime. That's cool. I would love to see. Oh, heck yeah. Nice. Hey, well, nice to meet you. I went to school in Orlando at UCF, and I grew up in South Florida for a lot of my life. So always good to see a familiar Florida face here. Cheers. Yeah, I'm going to drop you guys a follow as well. Would love to see what you guys are working on. Thanks for the host as well. Pensacola devs. This is cool. I'm glad you're starting that. Awesome. Kudos. Mr. Smoofy, I'm in Odessa, just north of Tampa. Oh, heck yeah. Nice. Heck yeah. Yeah, Florida crew, man. Florida crew. Okay, so item username. We want display name. That should do the trick for us here. Cheers, sure. We're trying to establish a network here in Panhandle. We're small but growing. Hey, you got to start somewhere, right? If you guys ever need help with anything, hit me up. Would love to help out if I can. Always down to help out communities if you have any questions or anything. Anyone from the UK? We got some UK folks up in here. If we get some hellos and salutes in the chat for the UK folks. There it is. Yeah, so now you see we're using our display name. Easy peasy. Any B movie lovers? Napkin line 24. Thanks for the using your comments, using your pixels here, my friend. Let me go ahead and add that. Basically, Emin, line 24 in Navigator. You got it. Line 24. That's a weird line, but we'll do it. Oh, what's today? 17th? Oh, damn. Thanks for using that again, Emin. Appreciate you. Look at that goofy man. Guys, One Pocket Pimp is here. It's so nice to see that name. My friends, can we get a salute and some claps in the chat for our other incredible mod, One Pocket Pimp? Salute, dude. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I literally feel like I haven't talked to you in days, even though I sort of talked to you yesterday. But still, nice to see you. Glad to have you here. Thanks for the salutes. Welcome in, everybody. Woo. We'll definitely keep in touch. Awesome. Yeah, sounds good, my friend. Yo, he gets moist greetings too. Yo, that's messed up, Rushki. It's messed up. Incredible. Thank you, Rushki. Yes. I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad you did. Awesome. So Apple Music stuff is good to go then. And let's just verify that. Oops. Go over here. Yes. Okay, good. Good. Awesome. So let's commit this then. That stuff looks like it's working well. My bones are special at least? Dude, what? Okay, so the only change here is we changed this to display name. And that looks good. So each item, again, is just rendered as display name. Our hit list here. Yeah, cool. Also change display name. That's why that wasn't working. And then navigators, we added Emin's comment there. All right. So changing Algolia and members list to utilize display name. Cool. Woo-wee. Let's go. Nice. So this here. Verify that we're using display name in search query for Algolia. We did that. So we can, I guess we can just put a check here, eh? Do that. And then update Firebase function to support display name in Algolia. So we got to look at that now. So we're going to go over to some Golang stuff. I guess I'm going to do a little bit of a longer stream because I'm really in a grind right now. This is good. This feels good. All right, let's check this thing out. So again, our Algolia function is being triggered off of a function anytime a user is added to our user document. So you'll see we have this thing here called update Algolia. Update Algolia is right here. Essentially, we've taken this Algolia user object here. And again, this is triggered off a Firestore event. So when a Firestore event is added, we add that thing to Firestore. We look for all these different things, and if they're there, we go ahead and essentially init this Algolia client. They have a Golang package, which is really cool. And then from there, we just send over our object, and that's it. And that gets stored in Algolia, and every app, every client after that will be able to use it properly, which is sweet. So with that being said, what we need to check is first implements partial mod data from Firestore using indexing. So we have object ID, email, user, and need display name. Let's put this before username. So essentially we add display name, and then here it's just going to be display name like that. And all this stuff is good. This is just checking for our IDs. I'm going to actually, I'm going to take this and I'm going to move this into an init function. Do I want to do that? I guess, no, this is okay to stay here. This is going to be all right. We don't need to separate this out. Literally, this is all this function does. So I guess it's better to read it kind of inline like this. Okay, we do that. Index name. Do that. Okay. And then print out function triggered by change to blah. And then here's the event. So then we can go in here. Oh man, yeah, this, I forgot how much of a hassle this stuff was. We pretty much go here, go to display name, and we should be able to literally do this. Because the event that comes back from Firebase is, it's a special like cloud trigger event that has this weird format of event, value, fields, display name, and string value. So that should be there like that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And type Firebase Firestore event user. Yes, that's what I forgot. So it has to be a Firestore event user. Where is the Firestore event user? How does that implement it in here? Oh, here it is. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, so it's event Firebase. This is the one that I had to create. Oops. Yeah, so we actually have to go back over here. And it's field paths. Yeah, this was a whole pain in the butt to get this done, but I forgot about this. Yeah, so it's Firestore value, old value, value update mask, which is just some field paths. Where Firestore value, name, Firestore event user. Oh, here it is. Oh, right. The Firestore value has some Firestore event user as the fields. Then it has ID, email, profile image, username, and then it's going to be also display name. Yeah, wow. I forgot how entangled this was. But this should just be a string value as well, because it's a string. String value, and then JSON display name. And that's it. And so now we should have that there, and that should not be crying anymore. Display name. Awesome. Sweet. I really enjoy doing client work where it's just pure WordPress and PHP. Kiapa. It's probably like fairly easy, no? Okay, and so now we actually need to update our version here to V 1. Wow, I've done a lot in Algolia. Interesting. So version 8, we're doing adding display name to payload. And then in Firebase as well, we need to add a new version here too. Go do some WordPress. Damn, Rushki. See you later, dude. It's been real. See you in 1 minute. Good call out. Good call out, Dr. A. Go do some WordPress. Oh, got him. Got him. See ya. Okay, so we need to add this as well. v1.0.o-beta.13. And this will be... Oh! What version are we on in GitHub? That's what we need to check, because we actually might not need to rev it yet if we haven't brought it up there yet. Package Firebase version 11. Okay, cool. So we don't need to rev this yet. I'll sell in version 12. And then display name. So I'll update Algolia. I don't think we did that. Let's double check that though as well. It's really nice to chat. This feels like a good chat. Damn, Rushki. Yo, I'm gonna have to agree with you all there. Oh, version 7. Yes, so we need to rev to 8. Awesome. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So we should just be able to run our script. Make sure everything builds properly. So the big problem with this. Yeah, the big problem with the update Algolia stuff is since it's a trigger. Since it's a trigger and we can't test it locally, we have to deploy everything else up with it, which I am not ready to do yet. I'm not ready to merge into Firebase yet. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to leave. Yeah. We can commit that stuff though. Yeah, so update Algolia, the version, update Algolia go, again, just display name, event value field, display name, string value. Okay. Version for Firebase. What? Oh, revert that. The heck? Get out of here. Firebase go. Yep. And then we're just adding display name right there. Adding display name to Algolia search. Ooh-wee. Can you use Firebase local emulator? We could, but we're not using Node.js, so we actually can't. Yeah. Didn't even turn anything to the hackathon. I agree. No Flutterthon submission by the biggest Flutter master. When are you doing another hackathon? So the next one is in the books for probably around August or September. Like end of August, mid-September. So stay on the lookout in the Discord for that. We'll be posting some stuff. I'm currently in the planning process and just getting a bunch of things together before we host it. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. So I'm thinking maybe we will need, I'm thinking maybe we're going to need a separate branch for dev. And I don't know, we'll need to figure out how this works with pulling packages from GitHub. Yeah, that's the only big problem, right? It's how can we do this in a way where we can pull packages from another branch? Because that's how Golang works, right? We create our packages, we upload them to GitHub, and then yeah, we do that. So I do think that we need to do something along those lines. And we do have this one bug here. Clicking on a song in dev mode is an issue. So if I go here, we don't have any songs. Probably get some songs. Okay, well, I think I do need to start heading out. So we will actually do that for Friday. For Friday. Hey, Yatia. Yeah, thanks, Rushki. Right there, my friend. So what do we do today? Yo, we knocked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bugs. Knocked out 6 bugs that popped up during Apple Auth. Things are looking sweet. What we will... Yeah, thanks, Yak. Yeah, I wonder... I should probably make a command for that. I'm going to write this down for the Bear app. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. It's great. Great note-taking app. Would highly recommend. I use it in Markdown because I like writing notes in Markdown. What we do next time, we still have 2 bugs to handle. Let's finish those up. One of the bugs includes deploying stuff to Firebase. Need to figure out a way to grab versions from a different branch. And then planning for next feature before beta launch. Woo! Man, good stuff. A lot of good stuff going on today, folks. We're getting awfully close to our next beta launch for the Apple Music stuff. So I think the way that we're going to do it is I think I'm going to launch it with Apple Music. Or actually, maybe not. I don't think we should. I don't think we should launch it with yeah, because so the next alpha launch, I should say, is more along the lines of we want to make sure that we have Apple Music support, and we want to make sure that we have a trigger function that works with a trigger function that works so we can actually share playlists, right? Or like share songs with other people in the playlist that are not on your same provider. Yeah, Dr. A, I'm not quite sure what the next feature is. I have an idea. I think we'll probably have to do the Firebase function for adding Apple Music songs to a playlist. And then that will also entail the whole like, hey, I added the song in Apple Music. Let's check in Spotify and see if it's also there as well. So I think that's probably what we're going to need to work on. And then I don't want to release another version of the Groovy Alpha until we're actually able to get push notifications. But maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe we should just launch it with the Apple Music support and like the sharing between songs, and then go from there. Just so we can catch any bugs that might be happening. And then the next like big feature after that will be notification support, push notification. Push notifications are a big thing right now that we need. Thanks, Rushki. But anyways, folks, today was a great stream. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you being here. If you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome and thanks for being here. And if you liked what you saw, consider dropping a follow. Would love to have you back. The heart buttons are like right around there. Right around that area. Give it a click. Join our Discord. We have an awesome group of people in there. Thank you, Yak. Oh my gosh, you essentially beat me to it. Thank you. Get in there, showcase your projects, hang out, have a good time. Can't wait to blow up the bug board again. One Pocket Pimp says. Yeah, we literally have like 62 bugs filed right now. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be worked on. That's why I'm kind of like, maybe before we actually launch the next alpha, we'll do a bug bash stream and we'll just go through all the bugs and try to knock out as many as we can. Which chord? Discord. Oh, I love it. You guys are nerds. But anyways, thanks for hanging out today, folks. At the end of every stream, we always love dropping a little raid. Dropping a little raid. You too, Oxen. Thanks for being here, friend. Appreciate you. Who should we raid today? Yeah. I'm thinking our boy James Warner today. I haven't seen him stream for a while, so I think he's starting to get right back into it. Yes, have a good one, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to grab this raid message. Let's go show James some love. See you later. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you all being here. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Get some poggers up in here. Get some poggers. Let's get groovy. Yeah, buddy. All right, folks, enjoy the raid. Make sure you show James who we are. All right. Appreciate y'all being here. Salute y saludes. I'll see you same time, same place. Mañana en la mañana. Tomorrow, Tesla Thursday streams. It's going to be a good time. So make sure you're here for that. Peace and love, friends. Catch you next time. Peace. Farewell.